Today on Morehead Today. With guests Carolyn Franzini and Steve Barker. Musical guests Chris Holbrook and Chad Cantrell. And your hosts of Morehead Today, Nate Merritt and Crystal Zhao.
Hi, and welcome to this week's Morehead Today. Crystal, I hear we have a great show lined up.
That's right. Today I will introduce you two guests that are part of the Morehead Sister City program. Nate, who is our music guest.
Our musical guest today is Chris Holbrook and Chad Cantrell. They're both from West Liberty, and they're going to talk about the storm that just hit there last week. And we're very sorrowful for the people that got hit, and they're going to tell us how we can help out a little bit. All right, and we got to take a short commercial break. And when we come back, Crystal's going to be here with our first interview. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Sister City International is a non-profit citizen diplomacy network. It began at 1956 to promote peace and nature respect and understanding between U.S. cities throughout the world. Today we have Carolyn Franzini, a former president of Morehead Sister City program. Thanks so much for coming today to our show. Would you please tell us more about the Sister City program?
Yes. Morehead is a very small town, and we have two sister cities, which is sponsored by our city government. And Sister Cities, Morehead Sister Cities is a group of individuals, and we meet every month to discuss the various programs that we have going with our two sister cities.
When and how Morehead the Sister City program involved with Ballymena in Ireland and Yangshuo in China?
In 1999, our mayor, Brad Collins, went to Ballymena, Ireland, and he met the city officials there, and they decided to become sister cities. Then in 2004, Bonnie Eaglin, who was then the First Lady of Morehead State University, the wife of the president, she visited Yangshuo with her husband, and she was so taken by the beauty of that area of China. She came back to our Sister Cities organization and said, "Oh, we just have to become sister cities with Yangshuo." And so we have done various kinds of activities with both cities since then.
I know you were the former president of this organization. How did you personally become involved in this Sister City program?
Well, I've always been interested in learning about other cultures, and I have traveled to Asia and Europe before I became involved with Sister Cities. I wasn't involved in the very beginning. I probably started my involvement about 2002.
Okay. How is it decided what kind of activity the cities do?
Well, that's one of the nice things about Sister Cities International. Each city that is partnered, they decide between the two of them what kinds of activities they want to do. The kinds of activities that we have been involved in with Ireland, in the past years we have sent citizen groups for like a 2-week stay, and we've also sent various traditional music groups from the Morehead area. And in Yangshuo, we've also sent youth groups as well as adult groups, and we have just, I taught English there one summer to teachers. We've done a variety of things with them. We've had art shows of Chinese artists here in Morehead. We've also had school students art shows in Morehead. We've done a lot of different things.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming to our show today. By the way, we love your scarf.
Oh, thank you so much. It's from China.
Wonderful. We're going to take a break. When we come back, a member of the Sister City program going to share with us his wonderful experience. Stay tuned.
Become a multimedia production major. We provide skills development for using technology to create audio and visual messages for use in all digital media. The program is designed to help students become highly marketable candidates for careers that include radio and television production, digital cinema, narrative and documentary filmmaking, news production, and audio and video production.
Now we have in the studio with us is Steve Barker. Currently, he is a member of the Morehead Sister City program. Thanks so much for coming to our show today.
Thank you.
How many years you have been a member of the Morehead Sister City program?
I think I've been a member since 2006, somewhere in there, so a good 5 years or maybe a little bit longer than that.
Okay. I'm aware you have been to a number of trips with Morehead Sister City. So why do you feel this is a very important activity?
I've never been to our sister city in Northern Ireland, which is Ballymena, and I'm going to go in April to visit there. But we also have a sister city in Yangshuo, China, which is near Guilin, and it's a beautiful, beautiful area, And I've been there 3 times. And it's important, I think, that people understand the different cultures, and the purpose of sister cities, of course, is to expand culture, understanding. And the first time I went by myself. The second time we took a number of high school students from our area to Yangshuo. And then also we took a group of adults a couple of years ago and was there maybe 10, 12 days. With the students, we were there for 3 weeks, I believe. And then I went by myself for 2 weeks. So it's interesting. People get a chance to understand the differences and to better understand with sister cities, better understand people.
Different cultures.
Different cultures, and it gets you more real with the people than just visiting, So you get to know people, and that's very important.
Yes. Would you please describe one of your most interesting experience with those 3 trips?
That's really a difficult question because the first time I went, of course, I had never been to China and did not speak Chinese, so that was an interesting part, is just being able to communicate. The second time with the students, it was just their reactions and how they were doing, and then, of course, with the adults. It's really difficult to come up with one thing that just really stands out in my mind. But
they're all different.
They're all different. I could tell you stories all day long, but nothing rings a bell right at the moment. So.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing with us your observation. When we come back from the commercial, Nate will be with us with today's musician. Stay with us.
The Morehead State University Space Science Center has been established to provide a research and educational facility with state-of-the-art laboratories for undergraduate students in space science. The Star Theater located inside functions as a classroom and public entertainment room featuring laser light shows and 3D movies. To contact the Space Science Center, call 606-783-2381. For events in the Star Theater, call 606-783-9593.
And welcome back to the show. Standing here with Chad Cantrell and Chris Holbrook. What are you playing for us, guys?
This song is called Devouring Me.
All right, the floor is yours. Take it away.
Thanks.
first step, but I keep looking back. I can't stop questioning everything. I just want to wake up. I'm sick of all the lies. I just need to have one more day. Just one more day before I see all this becoming nothing. Breathe out, breathe in, all the pieces fall from my hands. Screaming, leaving another road that leads to nowhere. I refuse to just step back and let my fear take control of me, but it still devours me. Seems like just yesterday I had all the answers. Whoa. Well, it's funny how life played a game to make you think it's all gonna be okay, but as it's slipping away, but give me just one more day and I'll make it right. Just one more day before I see all this becoming nothing. Breathe out, breathe in, all the pieces fall from my hands. Screaming, leaving another road that leads to nowhere. I refuse to just step back and let my fear take control of me, but it still devours me. And let my fear take control of me, but it still devours me. Devours me.
Morehead State University has several regional campuses across Kentucky, as well as a huge selection of classes offered on the web through their secure online services. MoreheadState.edu also offers several books to read, as well as an online card catalog through its campus library. MSU also provides students with their very own email address. Be sure to check out our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube links for more information. MoreheadState.edu.
All right, and welcome back to the show. Up next is our musical guests that you just heard. Please welcome on the show from West Liberty, Kentucky, Chad Cantrell and Chris Holbrook.
Oh, okay. Hey.
How you doing? Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having us, man. Thanks for having us.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you.
Thank you. So guys, we originally had you slated on the show to talk about a charity event you were going to do for Town Cinema in West Liberty.
Yeah.
But there's been a setback.
Yeah, well, a tornado does that. We had originally planned to help the local theater, the Town Cinema in West Liberty, with their projector fund. And we were doing really good, had a great thing built up, a great show lined up that we were going to be a part of. And then, of course, the tornado struck and, wiped the theater out, pretty much, along with all of West Liberty. It is tragic. Tragic.
Right. Well, I want to talk about that a little bit too. Both of you being from West Liberty, where were you involved in any of the damage? Was the tornado around where any of you guys live? Or?
Not specifically myself, but several of my family members. My grandmother, my aunt and uncle, both of those lost their homes. Another aunt and uncle had severe damage to theirs. A lot of friends. It was the road that I live on. It struck within 1.5 miles of my home.
Jeez.
And I know everyone on this road. I grew up on this road. I learned to drive on this road. And West Liberty is my hometown. We both grew up there. And to see all this damage spread out like it is really horrific.
Sure.
It really is. It's crazy.
But now, downtown West Liberty, obviously, was that the hardest place that was hit?
I think that's the most localized damage. But just because a lot of businesses there, a lot of homes.
Well, I know a lot of pictures I've seen on Facebook or other social media was downtown. But there's what a lot of people don't know. There's a lot of homes hit as well, right?
Right. You see the businesses on TV, and you may see a part of a wall stand in the picture, and say, okay, well, that's still there. But when you drive through and you can actually look through that building and see nothing on the other side, then you get a full grasp of the damage done.
Right.
And it's the pictures do not do justice. I mean, you hear that about a lot of stuff, but to say it looks like a war zone and a bomb went off there is an understatement. I mean, it looks like downtown Beirut. Really, it's awful.
Do you know about how many people lost their homes? I know in Sayersville, where I'm originally from, was about 80 families lost their homes, and I mean, it's been tragic, and we're hoping that FEMA's going to come in there as well. I mean, do you know anything about for West Liberty?
I haven't heard a count.
No, I haven't heard an actual count for the homes lost yet. And FEMA and the Red Cross have moved into West Liberty. Right now, we're seeing a lot of help from community. The community is really coming together on this, and that's the one thing I think, if anything good can come out of this, it's going to be the community coming together. Neighbors are actually visiting neighbors and helping each other again. Local churches. I mean, local churches are coming up with donations, and they're distributing it. They're giving it to people that need it. And that's awesome. I mean, this is something, a few weeks ago, we may have run into our neighbors out, but now we stop by and check on them.
Right.
And it's really
I mean, sometimes it's unfortunate that it takes an event like this to occur before people do come together, but it certainly it does happen that way.
Yeah, it is. But, I mean, it's happening, and I'm really proud to see my family, of course, is getting a lot of help, and they need it. A lot of other families are getting help. Some are still on like a waiting list, I guess, with some of the Red Cross or FEMA organizations.
Right. Now, I wanted to ask you, where's the best place for people to reach these families that need help?
From my experience, and I'm speaking from me and what I've seen actually living in the rural community, I'm seeing churches. Local fire departments, volunteer fire departments, these people are getting out and going house to house, checking on people and asking them, what do you need? What can we get for you? We will have it if you need it. Let us know. And, that's where I would say, if you wanted to donate, if you had clothing, food, furniture, that would be where I would start at to help the communities.
Right. Well, that sounds good. Okay, and I just want to quickly cover the song that you guys just played for us, Devouring. That's just a fantastic song. I really love that.
Thank you very much.
That's an original? You guys write that together?
That's one I wrote by myself several years back, and we played for a couple of years together in a band, and it's definitely gone through some changes. But yeah, I wrote that just sitting alone with an acoustic guitar, and sometimes it's nice to get it stripped down like that again.
Yeah, I'm glad you wrote that. I know that's a great song.
Well, thank you very much.
I appreciate it. It is. It's Chad is an awesome songwriter, awesome musician, and it's really great playing music. It's always fun. We always interchange musically and can like he said, he wrote it on acoustic. We were in a band called Open Wake, and we took that, made it from like an acoustic setting into a rock song, and now it's like we are going back to where it began as an acoustic song, and I love it. It's great to do stuff like that.
And his contributions, I mean, can't be overstated. I mean, he's a much better musician than I am, and frankly, I'm very fortunate. To be
you
playing
both are
music
good.
with
You both are good. I don't want to sell anybody's stuff short.
No,
well, guys, that's all the time we have for you here. We look
great.
forward to you hearing more from you in just a minute. We appreciate you being here.
Hey, Nate, thanks again, man.
Yeah, thank you. All right, when we come back, more from them. Please stay tuned.
What? My laptop just died. I know what I'll do.
The new Library Commons, located on the first floor west in the library, right next to Java City. The Commons has 22 PCs and 2 Macs, as well as color and black and white printers. So don't worry about that dead battery. Come over to the Commons instead.
All right, welcome back. Guys, what are you going to be playing for us this time?
This one's called Never Enough Time.
All right, floor is yours.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So tired today of singing about my regrets, and all this is all I can take. So ashamed of things that I can never change, and I feel like I'm going to break. But I think this is my way of asking for help, 'cause I can't find a way to fix all this myself. I'm finally ready, I'm finally ready, I'm finally ready today. So what did I expect to find when I looked into your eyes? There's a problem I see and one I feel, but I just don't have enough time. I just don't have enough time. Just another reason to fall, and I'm closer to just giving up. Then you take everything, and I find enough strength to hold on. 'Cause I think you are answering my cry for help, and I think that I'm ready to forgive myself. Yes, I'm finally ready, I'm finally ready, I'm finally ready today. I'm finally ready, I'm finally ready, I'm finally ready to change. What did I expect to find when I looked into your eyes? There's a problem I see and one I feel, but I just don't have enough time. I just don't have enough not enough, there's never enough. There's not enough, there's never enough. There's not enough, there's never enough. There's not enough, there's never enough.
Yo, what? You should try this. This is amazing.
Fired Up Grill. Burgers any way you want them. Located in the Adrian Dorn University Center. Come get a better burger today.
All right, that's all the time we have on this week's show. We're going to be on a short hiatus for the next 2 weeks due to spring break. But when we come back, we're going to have a new career shadowing segment where we look at the career of a vet. This is a great piece for those who are looking to become a vet later on in life. You don't want to miss it. I'd like to say thank you to all of our guests for being on the show today. Thank you to Carolyn Franzini, Steve Barker. Thank you to our musical guests, Chris Holbrook and Chad Cantrell. They rocked it out. They're really awesome. We appreciate you guys for coming. All right, we'd also like to say that if you are looking to help those in need in West Liberty and Sayersville and all of Eastern Kentucky, you can log on to moreheadstate.edu and go to MSU Cares, and they'll have all the details for that. Also, if you have a comment or suggestion about the show that you would like to see or make, or a career shadowing segment you'd like to see, our email will be in the credits. From all of us here at the studio, I'm Nate Merritt, and that is Morehead Today.